Hello, we have 2023 Season 1 Patch 3 for iRacing here today, starting off under the iRacing UI as usual. Under Go Racing, fixed an issue that caused non-repeating events to disappear from the race guide if the selected time was after the events began. For Series, after clicking a race in the Go Racing menu, the Results tab now reads Series Results instead of Season Results. The order of race results has been inverted so that the newest events are first for the results displayed in the Season modal window. Season Session Results now includes a tooltip for field size that showcases the car class entries distribution. For AI Racing, a time of day warning will now appear when creating AI Racing sessions if one is needed, and using car classes with cars that are not AI enabled now correctly omits the non-AI enabled cars from the session. For leagues, resolved an issue where attempting to create several league race events in a row could result in an error, and resolved an issue when creating a hosted event and clicking Enable League Racing, the drop-down list of a user's leagues was not populating. For results, resolved an issue on the results and stats page where rookie licenses were displaying iRating in the series stats table. For stats, the number of rows displayed per page in the series stats modal has been increased from 10 to 25. Replays, resolved an issue that could occur when deleting multiple replays in a row. Fixed an issue with the display mode modal window not closing correctly. For protests, submit a protest data calls have been optimized. Under account, fix an issue where using the back button from the view order window is not taking you back to the correct location. For errors, a specific help page URL has been added to the could not find sim error to better assist users who encounter this error. Under simulation for clubs, Mid-South Club logo is updated. For AI Racing, AI drivers have improved their racing skills with the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup open bracket 992 closed bracket. Sorry, Porsche. Your names are too long. The new damage model. With the 2023 Season 1 release, some long-standing issues with the overall new damage model were fixed. Because of these issues, cars developed using the new damage model prior to 2023 Season 1 were generally stronger and more durable than what was realistic in order to counter these systemic issues. The patch includes a variety of new damage model adjustments to reset these cars to realistic and ideal settings now that these long-standing issues have been solved. Generally, this will serve to weaken many cars utilizing the new damage model. Drive carefully. Camera. A new control has been added to the camera tool to increase or decrease the amount of motion blur on that camera. This value is set on a per camera basis. Nice. Yeah, I never even thought of a motion blur slider per camera while in there. That's a good addition. Telemetry. A new telemetry value, clutch raw, has been added. This value shows your raw clutch pedal position without the anti-stall clutch aid being applied. This matches the other values like brake raw. Alright, for cars. Under GT4, new damage model tuning pass has been completed. Lowered yield and brake limits for most panels, lowered friction strength on surfaces impacting the ground. For the NASCAR trucks, vehicle artwork for textures and decals has been updated for 2023. This includes the NASCAR Truck Series new brand sponsor, Craftsman. Their names have been adjusted for easier reading. And fix an issue where the fenders would appear scraped and damaged whenever shader quality was set too high. For the 87 Cup cars and damage model tuning pass, we might, this is going to be in a lot of cars, I think. We'll just say the damage model tuning pass when we get to more of these cars. There might be some more coming. Alright, so for the next gen Cup cars, they have had car models and textures been updated, a new NASCAR 75th anniversary contingency decals added, and an iRacing setup for Bristol Dirt has been added. Also new vehicle artwork and textures and decals for the Xfinity cars. For the touring cars, again, the new damage model pass has been completed. So lowered yield and brake limits for most panels and detachable mounts. Lowered friction strength on surfaces impacting the ground. Reduced the elastic rates for suspension pieces and nose mounts to lessen rebound velocity when these pieces break. For the ARCA cars, again, a new damage model tuning pass. Lowered hyperextension distance for rear wheels. For the BMW M Hybrid V8 car details, text has been updated. Dallara F3, new setup for Magny cores. even though we don't usually say when there's setups added. All right, for the IR18, again, new damage model tuning pass. Same for the dirt sprint car, all the dirt sprint cars. For the dirt modified, fix an issue where this car was specifically named a Big Block in some situations we're referring to the Big Block and 358 versions. For the Global Mazda MX-5 Cup, fix an issue where the interface model of this car was not rendering correctly. For the trucks, the Silverado fixed a visual issue where rubber accumulation was not occurring correctly on the truck body. For the Solstice, fixed an issue where the cockpit was not rendering correctly in the UI. For the Radical SR10, a new damage model tuning pass. Same for the Skip Barber Formula 2000. That one has the one for the lowered yield brake limits, like for everything, but also lowered friction strength on surfaces impacting the ground. And for the old DW12, the tire branding for the iRacing UI model has been updated. And then onto tracks for the Chili Bowl, starting grid size has been adjusted. Didn't say to what. For Daytona, fix an issue where pieces of terrain could appear to be peeking through some safer barriers. For Kansas, on the road course, starting grid has been expanded to 60 cars. For Sonoma, short parade laps may now be selected for use at this track. For Suzuka, for the west and west width chicane, starting grid size has been expanded to 60 cars. And finally, for VIR, for the south and Patriot course, Barney, legendary flagman, has arrived at these configs to ply his craft, and a variety of holes and seams in the terrain have been patched. All right, so there you go. That's it for this. Because this comes out on a Thursday, I'm probably not going to make it tonight for NIS because my head is killing me. You already don't have a camera for this video. I look like a mess right now. But aside from all that, there's all the stuff for today's patch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative. If it was, please like, favorite, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Anyway, bye.